Hey everyone, Amanda Maisie with Country Roads Trust. Everybody knows this guy, CJ Donaldson. Good to see you, CJ. First of all, how are you feeling? A rough freshman campaign, concussion, ankle injury. How you feeling these days, kiddo?
I'm feeling great, just happy to be back on my feet.
Let's just talk about last year. You were the toast of the town. You just came in full force, running back, first time at that position, and you just took over, and then bam, concussion, then bam, a couple games later, an ankle injury. What did that do for your mentality, and how has it been in this off season?
I say at first it was very kind of depressing, watching the team play. That was really one of the main reasons why I try to stay off social media a little bit, because it was just very depressing, see football pictures and stuff like that. But I had the running back group who kept me uplifted, you still with us. Every time we score a touchdown, we score together. So it's just they brought me up, burned me up, and held me high and stuff like that.
So let's talk about your progress today. Where are you in the rehab? Are you 100%? Give us an update of how you're feeling and what you're able to do.
I wouldn't say I'm 100%, but I'm heading towards the right direction with rehab. They say I'm on pace to probably play a little bit of spring ball, so that's just great news.
Okay, so there was something that a lot of fans picked up on. You completely cleared WVU off your social media. I think a lot of people thought, hey, he's bouncing. What was that all about?
It was more of me just being in a very I say closed space. I had just got hurt. I didn't really want to see too much of football. I wasn't even watching football games at the time. I was just watching more of regular TV. It was kind of hard for me to see the team go out throughout the tunnel and just play the game. It was just very hard. Even practices, just watching them practice, going at each other, it was very hard to watch. So it was more me just trying to stay as far as possible away from football.
Well, you had the fans in a tizzy, but
right.
And I think a lot of people thought, hey, in this age of transferring, CJ, he had a great year. He might bounce. I'm sure that, I know that other coaches had contacted you, other programs, but you said, no, I'm going to stay a Mountaineer. And why was that? Why did you decide to forego other offers?
It was more of me coming into college. I had 3 official visits, 3 official offers, you could say. And it was only one Power 5 school, which was West Virginia. And this school believed in me before any other school did. And in addition to that, my original coach, when he was here, when I signed, he left the next week. So I didn't commit to just a coach. I committed to the program. So this program fits me socially, on the field, and academics. So this is where I want to be.
So for you, it was if you didn't want me then, you don't get me now.
Right.
Exactly. Chad Scott, running backs coach, just promoted to offensive coordinator. I know you have a really good relationship with him. What does that mean to you?
It means the world. It's just it's a very, special thing to have a great connection with your coach, because you have the ability to play at a high level, because the way that he coaches you, he doesn't coach you to be a coach. He coaches you to be more of a friend, as you say. He wants the best for the whole running back room. So that's a very great opportunity that I have.
And how important is that coach-player relationship? Because I know that you guys talk a lot of things besides football.
Right.
It's a very special relationship.
Right. It's very important because when it's 4th and inches and you see your coach over there, his job's on the line, my job's on the line, you want to make sure you get that first down. So it just it makes the game more emotional, I should say, more the meaning of the game means a little more than just football, if that makes sense.
It does make sense, totally. You are in your 2nd year now, and I know that you are taking a role of taking the new freshman underneath your wing. Why is that important to you?
It's just very important because as a freshman, I made a lot of mistakes that I could have avoided. So I want to try my best to help them avoid those mistakes that I made and pass it down to the next incoming freshman class. So just to make sure that they have, smooth living their freshman year, first time being alone, they have to cook on their own, have to clean on their own. So I just want to make sure that they stable and able to, survive.
And mom's not there to wake them up, right?
Yeah.
That's what I have to do with my kids every day. I'm I don't know how you're going to survive college. You had a big brother in Bryce,
right.
So you understand the importance of having that mentor. So I know that's very special to you.
Right, very special. Bryce, he helped me a lot throughout my freshman year. He was telling me little tips just to help me out, because it was hard. It looked easy from the outside, but inside it was very hard to manage school, having a great year, then social life. It was very hard to balance it, but he was just helping me you got to understand it's a business. You got to know, you got to put business first and everything else comes second, but at the same time you can still balance it out to have a great life, if that makes sense.
Expectations for 2023.
The expectation for 2023, just to show that we could be a consistent football team, because we've shown that we could win win against great teams, and we shown that sometimes that we don't make the right play during the big times in the game. But we also have a very young team, so I feel like we've grown since 2022 season, and going into 2023 season, it'll be a very high jump, as you could say, from the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball.
How excited will you be to kind of come out and just redeem yourself as a team, but for you personally? Obviously,
Right.
your season was cut short, but I can only imagine you're just chomping at the bit to get out there.
Right, I'm just taking it day by day. I just want to improve day by day. I want to get stronger, faster, and keep my mentals very high. So I just ready to hop back on the field.
Yeah.
Really.
Fans are ready to see you, that's for sure. The whole NIL thing, you came in as a freshman. That was the first year that student athletes could capitalize on their name, image, likeness. What has Country Roads Trust and the NIL meant to you?
Well, as I can say, I play this game because I love the game, not really for the money, but NIL also helps, and it made life easier. I could do certain things that I always wanted to do, and I don't really have no real responsibility yet when it comes to the money, if that makes sense. Like I don't have to pay like every bill, if that makes sense. Mom still like pays phone bill.
Yeah.
If mom ever stopped paying phone bill, I won't talk to her. But I'm very grateful that Country Road Trust was my first NIL deal, so that made it a little more special that it came from home.
Yeah,
so.
For sure. Well, we are so glad that you are a Country Roads Trust athlete. We're so excited to see you on the field this year. Keep rehabbing, and we're so excited to see what happens in 2023.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks, CJ.
Thank you.